Good morning, everybody. Hi, it's Mr. W, and this is Math with Mr. W. So, what's our topic for today? It's capturing tens. Capturing tens. Well, your children have already understood the idea that 8 and 2 make 10, 9 and 1 make 10, 5 and 5 are 10. This they have practiced over and over again. Now what we want to be able to do is see if they can take a list of numbers and be able to pull out the ones that add up to 10 to make addition easier. So let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So if we start simple, this is our simple idea. So we take and we look at this. We have the number 8, and we're going to add the number 7, and then we're going to add the number 2. And we're going to ask the students to add these together. Now, when we were young, I'm sure you remember that you added 8 plus 7, and you try to remember that was 15, and then you added 2 more to make 17. But I contend that we need to look at the entire picture. It's much easier to look at the entire picture here and see that 8 and 2 make 10. Then 10 plus 7 is 17 is a much simpler concept. So if we capture the tens out of our list of numbers, it makes this whole concept of addition much easier. And as they grow through first, second, third grade, as they're adding lists of numbers, this will be much easier. Now, of course, later on, as they get a calculator, they'll be able to do that, but they first have to be able to do this correctly. And I think the easiest way to do it is by capturing tens. You can start them out with 3-digit problems. Have 10 or 12 3-digit problems, and each one of them contains a 10. The goal for them to do is to see those tens in there, either the first and the last, the first 2, the last 2, and pick those out. So another example would be 3 plus 1 plus 9 equals. Now, 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 9. Now that may be a struggle for a lot of students. 4 plus 9 is 13. But if they remember that these two folks right here are 10. 10 and 3 make 13 is a much easier thing for them to understand. So go for the easy idea, the much easier idea. After they practice this many times, you can throw this at them on paper, and you can do it verbally, which I think is better for them than just to give them lists. But you give them several of these over a course of time, and they will begin to look at this and grab those tens over and over again, and addition will become much easier for them. Once they've really gotten the idea, your next step is to go for the 5. So let's say, next example, I put a 6 here, and a 5, and a 1, and a 4, and a 5. I've put in 2 groups of 10. But once again, you folks have already discussed the idea of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 because of our early discussions. So if we've got that idea of tens, then we know that 6 plus 4 is 10. And we know 5 plus 5 is 10. And then we know those two make 20 easily, and that just leaves us with the 1 makes 21. We don't have to crawl through our information to get to it. So, capturing the tens. Again, I give you something that I truly believe will be a big benefit to your youngsters. Not only because of this, but as they move on through the grades and into algebra, they will be able to understand the idea of combining like terms much easier. So I hope you had fun today with Math with Mr. W, and I hope that you might use this. You guys have a great day. See you next time.